Hey. Fuck, you startled me. What do you want? Check in with how your investigation is going, but not here. Too crowded. Follow me. Come on. I know a spot. Wait. I was reading. I didn't see where she went. Oh. This is better. The hell are you doing here? Are you following me? I told you I'd get back to you. Anything new on our client or what they're planning to do? Oh no. Yes. I might know where the next attack is taking place. Good, where is it? I can't just tell you that. Well, and I can't protect your daughter if you won't work with us. You need to tell us where and when the attack is taking place. We'd like to have a chat with the people carrying it out, but there can't be any CDI at the scene. Are you saying your people will prevent the attack? We'll take with us the people who are trying to carry it out. People's lives are at stake here. The CDI needs to intercept that attack. Laura's life is certainly at stake. What are you planning on doing with the attackers? What will happen to them? We will ask them who they're working for. You just ask them and let them go? Don't worry about that. We won't let them go through with their plans. I mean, I care about my daughter more. I suspect there will be an attack at the Grand Church at Corian Square tomorrow morning. Is that the truth? It's what I think is the truth. Good, thank you. Remember not to tell anyone at the CDI. I did what you asked. Are you letting Laura go now? Not yet. Let's wait and see how things play out tomorrow. You want a beer? Yeah, why not? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. She probably drugged it. A beer? Yeah, business talk is over. Are you calling destroying my life a business? I guess so. Hey, listen. Did you deliver my message? I did. What did he say? He said the sun sleeps in the north. Okay, thank you. What does that mean? Is it code for something? No. It's from when we were kids. I've known him for a long time. You know, I thought about what you said. I don't think I'm good, or ever have been, but I will say this. I talked to your daughter today. She's a good kid. I do not like the prospect of her getting hurt. So please, don't mess up. How can you? Then get her out of there, please. Willia? My boss won't let that happen. It's all in your hands. If all goes well tomorrow and the guy talks, we might get everything we need. If we can't get to the client that way, we'll have to get the data after all. In that case, you'll have to help us with the hack. The back door was set up successfully from your cell. Let's hope we won't have to use it. I have to admit, that was pretty ballsy of you to protect your partner like that. You could even call it selfless. I don't think there's such a thing. Oh, here we go. No matter what you tell yourself, at the end of the day, you do what you do for your own gain. Sometimes it's a few lawyers removed, but in the end it's all selfishness with extra steps. I don't know. I don't like her, no. I want to disagree with her. It's just a convenient way to justify the fucked up things you do. Nihilism can be used as a shield, just like faith. It's convenient to say nothing matters because it makes being in this world hurt a little less. But even you don't like the thought of harming Laura, do you? I think you're doing your best to ignore your conscience. You'll have to face it at some point. Not if I die first. Well, this has been fun. Break is over. I have some business to take care of. I'll let you know tomorrow how it went. Alright, well. Hello, this is Ed, the guy from the harbor. Wanted to thank you again for buying me my spot back. Had a beer in the Herring tonight with my friends Fred and Quinn. I'll buy you one too if you're ever at the harbor. Well, maybe that'll come up at some point. Wait, how do I get out of here? Where am I? Wait a minute. Oh. Conrad. How did it go? Any news from Moore's wife? No, not really. If Moore's behind all this, then she doesn't know about it. Fuck. The attack's going down tomorrow morning, and we still have no clue what it's going to be. How is it possible that we don't get a grip on those fuckers? Looks like the only thing we can do is ramp up security all over Gara, and hope that they won't go through with their attack. Go home and get some sleep. Talk to you later. Well, that was relatively painless.
I felt like shit for letting Zora and her accomplices intercept the attack. There were so many ways this could go wrong. I didn't want them to take more, or worse yet, somehow miss him and let the attack happen. Don't get me wrong, I didn't regret telling Zora what I knew to protect Laura, but endangering the lives of innocent people wasn't an acceptable trade-off. I couldn't tell the CDI, or even call in an anonymous tip with the police, because the chance was too high that Zora would suspect me. There was no other way. If I wanted to make sure things didn't go south, I had to go to the church myself. I left in the middle of the night, hoping it wasn't already too late.
I don't think I'm going to be able to keep that lady's husband, keep Moore safe. Good evening, sir. Is this place open? Evening. I'm sorry, but the temple is closed until 6 in the morning. Could you let me in for just a second? It would be very important to me. I won't touch anything. Sorry, but what is this about? We had to increase security ever since that video came out. These are scary times for us Savians. Someone sprayed "fuck Savians" on one of the temple walls last night. Please, this is urgent. Do I want to lie? Listen, this is really urgent. I can't tell you any specifics, but I have to get in there. I'm sorry, but I need to ask you to leave, or I'll have to call the cops. Oops. Guess I'll break in. Why is it doing that? Is this like explosives or something? Yeah, real tight security. Mr. Moore, this is the CDI. Hands up in the air right now. Step away from the device. Fuck. They're here. Listen carefully. They'll shoot you if you don't cooperate, okay? What the fuck are you on about? What's going on here? Mr. Moore, I'm CDI. You have to trust me. Tell them whatever they... I didn't do anything, okay? I'm just following orders from my boss. Tell them that. Tell who? The people walking up the stairs right now. Tell them the truth if you want to live. And if we're lucky, they won't take you away. Neil? What the hell are you doing here? Don't shoot. Stand down, all of you. Shit, did you just shoot that guard? Who the fuck is that, Zora? Oh. That's our mole. Ignore him. Go get the other guy, and make sure we don't blow up. Mr. Moore, you're coming with us. Neil, what is this about? I hope this isn't some kind of trap, because if it is, Laura's dead. What the... Who are you? Leave me alone. It's not a trap. I'm here alone. Where are you taking him? That's none of your business. We had a deal. Moore's just a pawn in this. Listen, I think that Moore is just a pawn in this. There are bigger fish in the background. They are the ones we should have a closer look at. Okay, have a closer look at them then. So you're leaving Moore alone? No. No, please, I didn't do anything. Let me take him in. He deserves a fair trial. What are you talking about? Zora, we need to run. Sorry, Neil. We have to make sure you won't follow us. I mean, did he really not see that coming?
When I came to, my head and my shoulder hurt, and I was cold. I remember feeling relief when I realized I was still in the church and not tied up in the back of a van. Everybody else was gone without a trace, except for the bomb. I approached it carefully, but quickly realized it was disabled, or had never been fully assembled in the first place. I knelt down to examine the explosives, looking for clues pointing me to their origin. If Young had been there, she could have run a full analysis. Lucky for me, the explosives were clearly identifiable from their shape and labeling alone. These were Cineon sticks, used in chamber blasting. Nobody had access to those outside of the mining industry. I stepped back, satisfied for a moment. Then the rest of reality came crashing down on me. What would Zora's boss do when he heard that I was here? What were they planning on doing with Moore? And fuck, what about the guard? I hadn't seen much through the window in the attic, but it had looked like one of Zora's guys had fired at him. My heart started racing while I quietly went back down the stairs.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Hold on. Where was the... Was it an email that he gave me? Yeah. Oh boy, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's been narrowed down to 6. Oh, and he did say Telonium. So Dyson, Millix, and Hannel. Okay. I don't think it's Millix because I don't think that guy wants anything to change. So I think it's down between Hannel and Dyson. Neil, anything new? No. Shit, I'm so scared. What if these people are lying to you? What if they never planned on letting her go? I've talked to them. They assured me they're only after the data. They'll keep their word, okay? Tell you what, if we don't have her back by tomorrow, I'll come clean and ask the CDI for help. Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. Hey, Neil. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. Same. I kind of miss talking to you these last few years. I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you and Laura. I just couldn't. It hurt. I know how selfish that sounds, and it is. It sucks. No, I understand. I can relate. I always asked you to take care of Laura more, but yeah. Sometimes I felt like doing it by myself was easier than seeing you again and again. Hug her. I'll get home and catch some sleep. See you tomorrow. Okay, see ya.
You may be asking yourself how I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really, really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had gone on for long enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
There you are. Zora, what is it this time? I'm here to tell you that my boss is happy with how things went. Apart from you showing up unannounced. Don't pull something like that again, okay? Why the fuck did you kill the guard? You didn't have to do that. I didn't shoot him, Moon did. Yeah, but there were so many ways. What did you do to Moore? That's none of your business. Tell me, I gave him to you. We just talked to him, but it looks like he doesn't know much. He says his boss ordered him to do it. Wait, he says his boss ordered him to do it. He doesn't know. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, so, all right, let's try this again. He says his boss ordered him to do it, and he doesn't know who's behind all of it. We'll have to rely on that back door to the CDI network after all. Taking the data back seems to be the best way to get our money right now. But we need your help in going to go through with it. Here's how this will go. At 7 o'clock tonight, our hackers will commence the attack. But it will only work if we have someone who is physically at the CDI computer at the time. A new user named 4x458 will pop up and request admin privileges that you'll have to grant. Zora, I have no idea what this means or how it works. I don't even know if my account can do that. I was afraid you'd say that. I guess you'll have to ask a system administrator to help you out. How do you think that'll go? Hey, IT, could you help me invite some hackers into our network? Isn't there someone on your team you can ask? Someone who will believe you if you tell them you're doing the right thing? You know? You're talking about Saito. I can't. What if he says no? That's for you to figure out. You're good with words. Force him if you have to. Once we're in, we won't have much time until we're kicked from the system automatically. We'll have mere seconds to navigate to the right folder. In order to make it in time, we need to have an idea where to find the data. For which, in turn, we'll have to know what that data is about, and that's your job to find out. How is that sheet going that I sent you? I'm making progress, but I'm not sure if I have all the information I need. Then hurry up. You'll have to submit it by 1900 so we can start the hack. I'll call you once you've sent me the sheet. Make sure you're on a CDI computer with your friend to let us in. Put the data on a stick and hand it to us at 11 tonight. I'm sending you the coordinates to our meeting spot. It's a bit further out, so make sure to be on your way in time. If we get the data tonight, I promise you'll have Laura back tomorrow. It will be the last thing we ask of you. Your guy shot the guard for no reason. How am I supposed to believe you're letting Laura go? You can't know. You'll have to take my word for it. If I drag Saito into it and he tells anyone I'll lose my job, I'll probably go to prison. Throw me a bone. I need to know she'll be fine if I do this. Tell me it makes a difference to you. It can't mean nothing to you to take a young life. It isn't up to me. You keep saying that, but isn't it really? Do you have zero control over what happens? If you can do something, please tell me it isn't all the same to you if she lives or dies. Do what I say and she'll live, okay? But what if things go south? If Saito won't help me? If we don't have the right folder? You keep dodging the question. Tell me a human life has some value to you. It would end at some point anyway. Oh, give me a break. Everything is so easy if nothing means anything. Like you care about human life. What did you think would happen if you left more to us? Was I supposed to put my daughter in harm's way instead? Whatever, your badge and gun betray you. You're a murderer like me. You're wrong about that. There's only one person whose death I'm directly responsible for. And you know what? It fucks me up. It's been years, and it still fucks me up. Is that so? I was chasing down a perp in a car, lost control and crashed into a building. The woman inside was dead on the spot, so quickly that she couldn't feel any pain or fear. It's what they said to me. And they didn't put you away for it? No. No, they didn't. Look, most people are garbage. There's a good chance the world is better off without her. Wow. Are you trying to console me? No, it's just a statistical fact. Wouldn't you agree that the world would be better off without most people in it? No. I don't agree. Human life has inherent value, and a bad person can always change. I've said what I came here to say. You know what needs to be done. Zora. And she's gone. Go to sleep. Well, I haven't been working on this sheet at all. Crap. So he did say 1800, so I'm pretty sure it's about that. That's what I'm guessing right now. But I'll leave it be. Get some sleep. After I smoke.
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while. I resisted the urge to look for news about a dead guard. Somebody had certainly found him by now. It was my fault for letting Zora's people go to the church. His death was on me. Fuck. I needed to do something about that. But later. Today would be a deciding day. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
Okay. The name of the company behind the Liberators is not sure yet. They're based on... I know they're mining. Telonium. And then... where was the... So let's see. We have Dyson is Drovia, and then they're Gara. Shoot. Okay. Probably these guys then. Okay, I have to look at some stuff. Okay, I think it's Millex. So I went back and I looked at their Dyson and the Millex guy. I looked at their discussion. And Millex definitely has... So the argument for Millex is that if nothing changes, if Drovia does not receive its independence, then everything stays the same for him. And he continues to buy up stuff from Dyson and oh my gosh, companies like him. So the argument then for Dyson was that because there was no chance of Drovia getting its independence, that if he started the whole thing, then they would revolt. So the question then is Dyson doing all of this to rile up the Savients to basically just take Drovia? Or I think it's Millix. I don't know if I missed something. That's another thing too. If I look at the clues, unfortunately, I did not poke around this place and I missed stuff here. So the only real reason that I'm not gonna try panel metals is I don't think there's any mention. So either these two guys, I don't know why this one would not. I'm thinking he would be kind of on the same, this company would be the same as Dyson, where they wouldn't like that this guy essentially has a monopoly. So I'm just going to go with Millix. I don't know what else to do. There's probably something small that I'm missing, but I just don't know. So let me just double check here. So Millix, Gara, mining Telanium. Millix, Gara, mining Telanium. Okay, here we go. Conrad, ready to come back to HQ? If the Liberators told the truth in that video, the second attack will go down today. We have to prevent it at all costs. Listen, Gary, I think I know who's behind the Liberators. What, really? Yeah, I'll send you the name of the company. Good job, Conrad. I'll have the CEO arrested immediately. I'm on my way to HQ. See you in a bit. Oh, man. I don't know why I'm nervous about this one.